Lips? Man, what a day, huh? Could you imagine? I think I started. Well, I think you were texting me all night long because all I kept hearing was. And I don't care. I always leave the phone on because I want to know if you're there. And I know you're there, but there's a difference. Knowing that you're there and knowing that you're worried, wondered, pressuring, like on my ass about, all right, where's the fucking money? Dude, come on. And I don't interpret it as that. This is a guitar pick. I've been sucking guitar picks longer than I've been sucking pussy. But that could change, right? There's always that very genuine hope that I could. Let's not discuss that. What I'm stating now is that I'm sensing a state of, and I hope you are too, even though it's just that kind of a temporary, man, my hair and everything is the most atrocious thing I've ever dared show anybody, let alone my wife. Dear God, wife, please forgive me. With that said, I've been staying up hours trying to get so much done. Well, now that the Chase conundrum has been a little bit for the sake of the love of God and heaven above, which gives us our power, can be kind of roped into a place where, all right, let's let that part go. I am now trying to get the best options for us placed into that which is a controllable environment for all of us. The thing is, I don't know what you're comfortable with, sweetheart. Sorry for that. Penske, just like 20 minutes ago, gave me an update that, hey, not a problem. If you want to come down here, grab a truck. It's pretty close to us, actually. So we would pick up the truck, bring it right here to this locale, which is, and I guess we'd have 2 days in which to complete whatever. And we'd take all the crap from here, cram it all in their nice truck, which is plenty. It's plenty big enough. We'd cram it in their truck, drive it back home, and then drop it off at the location there, which is not far from I can only presume is somewhere near where we'll be living. And it's $300. I can handle that. I'd be so grateful to handle that. And that's the easiest. But it does preclude the fact that it requires us to show up at that location with you and I, you being the licensed driver of the vehicle and me being the debit card holder paying for the truck rental. So I pay for it. You have the legal license to drive. And then what we could do is add, I don't think it's much. I think it's like 90 or something. I would have to finalize that. But so you don't have to drive your car back to your apartment. We would load your car onto the car hauler, which attaches to the truck. It's just a little trailer that you put your car on. I've done this a few times, actually. And then, so whichever one of us, if you would rather drive the truck, that's fine. Or if you want us to alternate, again, perfectly fine. You do know I trust every single thing about you. But if it's your preference, we ride together in the truck. I'll drive, you can drive sometimes, whatever. All my crap is in the truck. Your car is on the car hauler, so it's not using any gas or anything. And that's the end of the entire experience. When we arrive in Honolulu, we have a day to go ahead and unpack the stuff from the truck, unload your car, and then drop off the vehicle, the Penske truck, at their local Penske drop-off spot. And that's it. It would be I think it'd be fun as flippity, flying penguins in a snowstorm. That sounds terrible. Leaping lizards. See, that whole 12 days of Christmas is flawed. Where do you see any of it being fun? I'll tell you what, if there were leaping lords, I'd have to put an end to that. And I can't see any fun in, what is there, 5 golden rings. What are we going to do with that? Give it to 5 golden, I don't know. But I would be glad to try. Do you know, I used to sing, when I was in the band, I used to sing songs, and then that was in South Carolina. I was the lead singer in the band. When I came back to Michigan, I would tell people, I said, yeah, it was great. I loved being not just the lead guitar player and singer, but the lead singer and guitar player. And they say, well, what kind of stuff did you sing? And I said, oh, man, I used to sing Hinder, and oh boy, here he goes. And I say, lots of cool bands I used to sing. There was this one song, I can't remember now, but it was, my eyes are open wide, and by the way, I'm leaving out today. And they say, yeah, you're singing that. And I said, why? He said, because you can't sing. You don't know how to sing that range. Do you know, it goes from, yeah, what you started, but it goes so high. And I said, you mean when it goes, help my mother, and tell my father I've done the best I can. They say, oh. Yeah, but I mean, still, you can't sing the rest of that. And I'd say, I have. And I said, I used to love to sing this song. And actually, I sent it to my wife earlier. It's by Crossfade called Cold. And they would let this say, dude, you were never in a band that played Cold. And I'd say, yeah, and it was a bitch to learn. The harmonies are so hard. Looking back at you, I can only see the name. And, you know, I would explain that. They go, oh, maybe you've gotten better. I go, that's real nice. So I'll continue this because it's getting exuberant. Exuberant? it's getting exorbitantly, I don't even know if that's correct. It's getting exorbitantly long. Love, I love you. Oh, you should have heard him when I said, well, yeah, I used to sing, there was this song that I think they had about angels in heaven. I don't know.